NCCER Electrical Level 2 Module 2 Motors Theory. Y-connected motor. A type of motor terminal arrangement in which 3 coils are connected together and 3 coils are isolated. Horsepower. The rated output capacity of the motor. It is based on breakdown torque, which is the maximum torque a motor will develop without an abrupt drop in speed. An open AC squirrel cage motor that makes use of form wound coils and an insulation system is known as AN___________. Sealed windings, type. ________ use dynamic braking. Forklifts. Brush. A conductor between the stationary and rotating parts of a machine. It is usually made of carbon. Equipment. A general term including material, fittings, devices, appliances, fixtures, apparatus, and the like used as a part of, or in connection with, an electrical installation. Intermittent duty. Operation for alternate intervals of 1. Load and no load, or 2. Load and rest, or 3. Load, no load, and rest. A delta-connected motor has ___________. The coils connected in parallel. In three-phase motors, the rotor most commonly used is the ___________. Squirrel cage rotor. What type of rotor is most commonly used in an induction motor? Squirrel cage motor. All motors must have a thermal protector if their voltage rating is greater than _________. 600 V1000V. The letters FLA on a motor nameplate stand for _________. Full load amps. A ________ motor has 3 stator windings that are 120 degrees apart. Polyphase. Periodic duty, definition. Intermittent operation at a substantially constant load for a short and definitely specified time. The difference between the synchronous speed and the rotor speed is known as __________. Slip. Synchronous speed. The speed of the revolving field of the stator, which is dependent on the supply frequency and number of poles in a stator winding. Most industrial motors are NEMA design ________. B. The code requirements for motor disconnects are covered in ______. 430.102. Continuous duty. Operation at a substantially constant load for an indefinitely long time. The electrical energy required to produce 1 HP of mechanical energy is ________. 746W. A Y-connected motor has _________. The coils pointed in series. To protect the motor from overloads and starting failures, use a _________. Thermal protector. Circuit breaker. A device designed to open and close a circuit by non-automatic means and to open the circuit automatically on a predetermined overcurrent without injury to itself when properly applied within its rating. With a constant torque load, the horsepower ________ varies in direct proportion to the speed. When using a motor with dynamic braking, electromechanical friction brakes may be required with large loads. The multiplier to the nameplate horsepower rating is called the service factor. The starting torque characteristics of a wound rotor motor are defined by rotor resistance. The most common service factor appearing on a motor nameplate is 1.15. When there is a wide variation in both torque and speed requirements, such as a blower or hoist, use a series DC motor. A heating system is most likely to use a single-phase induction motor. A type of motor used in precision applications that require constant speed with zero slip is a synchronous motor. Rotation. For single-phase motors, the standard rotation, unless otherwise noted, is counterclockwise facing the lead or opposite shaft end. All motors can be reconnected at the terminal board for opposite rotation unless otherwise indicated. Using NCCER frame designations, the distance from the motor feet to the shaft center line is known as D-dimension. The type of motor most likely to be used in a location with flammable dust and torque fluctuations is a squirrel cage induction motor. How is the speed normally changed in a multiple-speed induction motor? Change number of pole connections. Torque. Is produced by mounting a loop in a fixed magnetic field and as long as the fields of the magnet and armature interact. Synchronous speed. The speed of the revolving field of the stator, which is dependent on the supply frequency and number of poles in a stator winding. Which type of motor requires brushes, slip rings, and an amortisseur winding? Synchronous motor. If a motor has 4 poles and is operating at a frequency of 60 Hz, its synchronous speed is 120, 60 Hz, /4 equals 1800 RPM. 1800 RPM. A NCCER designation for a type of enclosed motor is explosion proof. A delta-connected motor has leads. 3 sets of 3. Armature. The rotating windings of a DC motor. The most common class of insulation used in manufacturing and rewinding is NCCER Class B. Duty. Describes the length of operation. Types of AC motors. Synchronous and induction, single and polyphase. In a splash-proof motor enclosure is open or totally enclosed. Open. Thermal protector. A protective device for assembly as an integral pad of a motor or motor compressor that, when properly applied, protects the motor against dangerous overheating due to overload or failure to start. Delta connected motor. A type of motor terminal arrangement in which there are 3 sets of 2 coils connected together. An insulation resistance test can be used to determine whether a motor is damp. A consequent pole motor has 2 speeds. How DC motors operate. Magnetic lines of force are continuous and always form closed loops. Magnetic lines of force do not cross. The name of the stationary motor part that produces the magnetic field during operation is the stator. The 4 letters that designate insulation class are and . A, B, F, and H. Overcurrent. Any current in excess of the rated current of equipment or the ampacity of a conductor. It may result from overload, short circuit, or ground fault. When studying the operation of electric motors, it is important to remember that magnetic lines of force do not cross. The speed of an induction motor depends on the power supply frequency and the numbers of poles. When a single motor is supplied from a branch circuit, the ampacity of the branch circuit must be of the motor full load current as determined by NEC section 430.6, A1. No less than 12.5%. The NEMA frame designation for gasoline pump motors is . G. A Y-connected motor has . 3-wire in one group and 3 sets of 2 wires grouped together. When variable frequency speed control is used on a motor with a nameplate rating of 480 V at 60 Hz, the voltage to frequency ratio is . For 80 V/60 Hz equals 8. 8. Commutator. A device used on electric motors or generators to maintain a unidirectional current. Per NEC section 430.32, a motor with a service factor of 1.0 must trip at . 115% of the full load current. Reconnecting a running motor to act as a generator is known as . Dynamic braking. Branch circuits. The circuit conductors between the final overcurrent device protecting the circuit and the outlets. A, N, _________ is used to provide the switching action required for continuous DC motor rotation. Commutator. The RPM of a 60 Hz motor with 2 poles is _______. 600 RPM. Types of DC motors. Shunt series compound. Any exposed live parts of motors must be guarded if the motor operates at 50 V or more between terminals. The 2 primary types of motor enclosures classified by NEMA are open and totally enclosed. Overload. Operation of equipment in excess of the normal, full load rating, or of a conductor in excess of rated ampacity. The speed on a multiple winding motor is normally changed by _______. Switching contacts in the motor controller. A motor with a NEMA kVA code letter of M has a locked rotor value of _______. 10.0 to 11.9 kVA/HP. Controller. A device that serves to govern, in some predetermined manner, the electric power delivered to the apparatus to which it is connected. Magnetic field. A ________ is produced by the field's poles, and a loop of wire in the armature turns and cuts this magnetic field. The principal reason for developing the brushless DC motor was to ______ eliminate commutator problems. The method of braking in which DC is applied to the motor windings after AC is removed is known as _______. Injection braking. Name 3 conditions that can cause a synchronous motor to become out of step. Excessive load applied to the shaft, supply voltage reduced excessively, motor excitation lost or too low. A 3-phase synchronous motor is started with a, n, _______. Amortisseur winding. Periodic duty. Intermittent operation at a substantially constant load for a short and definitely specified time, hours. The duty cycle of a motor. A motor with the field coils connected in parallel with the rotor winding is a _______. Shunt motor. Varying duty. Operation at varying loads and / or intervals of time. Field poles. The stationary portion of a DC motor that produces the magnetic field. Revolutions per minute, RPM. The approximate full load speed at the rated power line frequency. The speed of a motor is determined by the number of poles in the winding. To determine the horsepower rating of a motor that is already installed and in place, _______. Check the nameplate data. Horsepower equation. Watt/746.